about an hour and a half ago, I was sitting here and talking to myself for 15, 20 minutes. Yes, again, I was overcome by the tech problems, and this is so irritating because I love tech. I'm really good with tech. I know tech, and yet it's still microphones defeat me. So I am going to check very quickly and if this is actually live this time, because I really don't want to repeat that. So let me have a quick look. Let me have a quick look. Is this actually happening live right now? Oh, can you see me? Tell you what, if you can see me, if you can hear me, let me know. Leave me a little message, a little thumbs up, a little emoji, just something to let me know that this is actually live right now so that I'm not talking to myself again. Let's see. Let's have a quick look. Oh, okay. Oh, Summer. Yes, yes. Oh, thank you. Oh, you can see and hear me, Summer. That is brilliant. Thank you so much. Honestly, I felt so defeated when I live streamed and then realized that the microphone wasn't working. And then I looked at the recording, and even when I did get the microphone working, it was cutting half the stuff out. And I thought, oh, I just wanted to crawl under a blanket. It's freezing cold here as well. Crawl under the blanket and hide because I was embarrassed, and it seemed so sad. But you know what? I decided instead to brush myself off and say, fine, this is how we learn things, by taking action. And actually, in many ways, it fits perfectly with the topic that I was going to talk about, which is around overthinking. And that's exactly what I said to myself, that I can't go and talk about overthinking to other people and then give up at the slightest hurdle. So this is why I'm back, and I am going to just spend a few minutes sharing with you some thoughts about overthinking. And specifically, I mainly talk about overthinking in relation to your business and getting corporate clients, but actually what I want to share with you and what I urge you to do is stuff that you can do it no matter no matter what area in your life is affected. The whole thing was prompted by talking to one of my fabulous students. She is so smart. She is so passionate about her work. She's so good at it. And she's really experienced too. And she had a question about her her offer. I won't go into details, but she had a question around that. And it was really interesting because the questions, they were, sensible questions, but there were quite a few of them. And as I took them together, I realized what she was doing is she was so close. Can you see this? Can you see how close? I'm holding up the camera. No, there we go. This close to actually getting everything together and going out and taking action. And yet she was there saying, like, oh, I don't really know. And the reason was that she was overthinking it. She was overthinking. And you know what? I don't blame her. I absolutely don't blame her, because I know I'm the queen of overthinking. In fact, I'm sure I have several gold medals in overthinking Olympics hanging on the wall somewhere, because I totally do it. And we all overthink, don't we? Come on, let me know. Please let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you have ever overthought something. If you haven't, I will not believe you, because we all do it. And it's such a natural thing for humans to do if we care about something, right? We all do it. And I'm also going to tell you something. Actually, it's fine. It's okay. It's not. Oh, so I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat you to be the queen of overthinking. Trust me. I'm sure I hold I'm the reigning champion. And the thing is, the reason why I was so keen to talk about it and to even come back on live after the first time didn't work was to reassure you all, it's natural. It is a very normal thing. And what's even better, there are just a few little things you can do that help. I mean, seriously, they are such small little things that you can do. And they, they're so simple. They are so super simple that anybody can do it. Literally anybody, anytime. I promise you, there is no situation that you cannot do at least one, if not two of the two things I'm going to share with you. And I'm just going to be, right, okay. Just going to be honest and upfront. They are so simple that you might come away and go like, oh, I thought she was going to tell me something big, magical, this amazing trick that's like, channels the cosmic energy. And in a way, what I'm going to share with you does channel cosmic energy, but that's just because I think cosmic energy works best when things are really, really simple. So the tips I'm going to give you, they are so simple. They are so simple that they're kind of sprinkled with magic dust, but they're not, because they are so simple. So you ready? You ready? Yeah? Okay. The first tip, the first thing is that when you catch yourself overthinking, when you find yourself going over and over again, maybe over your offer, or maybe over your LinkedIn profile, or maybe over how you like your sales email, or anything. I mean, it can literally be anything in your life. If you find you going over and over again and tweaking a little bit here and tweaking a little bit there and thinking, oh, maybe it's not good enough, I can't quite take action yet, I urge you, take some action, because no matter what you decide, no matter where you are, it's not a life sentence. I mean, that's incredibly rare that if you take an action, it can't be changed for the future. If you make a decision, that it can't be changed for the future. Those are incredibly rare decisions, and they almost never, ever, ever apply in your business. And I even struggle to think of a situation where you could make a decision in terms of growing your business and reaching out that you couldn't change in a little while when you find out that, well, maybe it actually wasn't quite the right thing after all. And it doesn't matter, because you get to go do it over again. I know, Summer, you are the queen of sewing. I know that. And you know that if you make a mistake, you can just undo the stitches. And okay, well, if you've gone really far down, that might be, hard to do, but you can. And when you are at the beginning of your business and you're just thinking, should I tweak my LinkedIn photo? Should I send that email? Should I charge 100 to 300 bucks more or less? Just do one other things, because you can change it for the next time around. You literally can. So that's the first one. And I've told you, it is so simple, because you can change your mind. In that case, I just call it a design feature. Oh my God. And you know what? I have done that in business as well. When I have made errors and like, I don't know, maybe in a workshop or something like that, I just said, I was making sure that you guys are alert or something like that. I would do that. And it's really powerful, right? But the thing is, you can absolutely change your mind. You can change how you approach people. You can change so much. It's not a life sentence. So it really is more like that. When you're trying to get into a cold swimming pool on a hot day, and it's that initial feeling where I don't know if it's you, but me, I definitely teeter around the the edge for ages and don't get my butt in there. But once you're in, it's fabulous. And you do know that should it really be too cold, you can get out, right? So that's the first thing. Do realize whatever you decide, whatever you have, try it out. Take the action, because you can't change it. It's not a life sentence. The second one that I want to share, and again, it's super easy, is if you find yourself overthinking and if you find you can't break out of it, ask somebody. Just go and speak to somebody else, because that's what happened to my fabulous student. She reached out to me. We had a chat, and she went away like, oh, okay, yeah, fine. And now she's off and doing the things, right? And it literally took 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. So just reach out to somebody. Ideally, reach out to somebody who has experience in whatever you're struggling with. If it's landing corporate clients, come to me. But in most cases, even just talking to somebody who has good uncommon sense, who just uses their brain in a good way, they will be able to help you to come to a decision. And again, you can do that absolutely easily. You can do it right now. You can speak to somebody, speak to me, leave me a comment if you want to, and you will get out of the overthinking, because the overthinking is keeping you stuck. And that is the only real thing that will hold you back. Not making a making a decision or taking an approach that you will change later. That's not holding you back. Not spending 10 minutes speaking to somebody and getting their advice, even if you then don't follow it, that's fine. Those things don't hold you back. The only thing that holds you back is not taking action. So I hope this gives you some inspiration for the next time you are stuck in overthinking. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below. If you have any thoughts, leave me some comment before. And I will actually be back tomorrow sharing some thoughts on mistakes that I made when I first started out in my business. And I want to share them so that you don't have to make them. Okay? I see you tomorrow. Bye, lovely people.